Before we get into that, though, I do want to tell you a little bit about a lady that maybe not many of you know. I know one other person in this at university knows who Elnora Caruth is. So who knows who Elnora Caruth is? Okay, right there. I knew because Samantha and I grew up in the same congregation. Elnora Caruth was a lady that was a member of the church that I grew up with. She was very quiet. She sat in the very back row in our small church that we grew up in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 seats in. She sat, the youth group sat 2 rows in front of her. So for like my junior high and high school year, she sat 2 rows behind where I sat with the youth group, which I don't know why our youth group hasn't figured out that their parents can't watch them if they sit at the very back. But we were smart, we knew where to sit in the church. I never got in trouble with my parents because I wasn't paying attention, because they were on the 3rd row and we were just 2 rows in front of Elnora. But the reason I wanted to talk about Elnora is because she was a Bible class teacher. She taught 3rd grade Bible class. Good grief. I needed to bring some water or something up here. She taught my 3rd grade Bible class, and I'm not sure if Samantha had her or not, but she was really a really good teacher. She was a really good teacher. And I was teaching our Sunday school Bible class just last week, and I talked about Elnora because even though I was a 3rd grader, her lesson that she taught from 1 Samuel stuck with me as a 3rd grader, and 40 years later, maybe a little bit, maybe more like 35, I was talking about Elnora and how she had a flannelgram. How many of you know what flannelgrams are? Yeah. She had a flannelgram of the Philistine god Dagon, and how when the Ark of Covenant was seized by the Philistines, they set it in Dagon's temple right next to the idol of Dagon. And Elnora, to show us the power of the Ark of God compared to the power of Dagon, had cut Dagon's head off and his arms, just like in the story of 1 Samuel. So, so we were talking about 1 Samuel in our Sunday school class, an adult Sunday school class, and I'm talking about flannelgrams, and I'm talking about the influence that Elnora had. So what I want you to do, if you've had someone like Elnora that has taught you in a Bible class, I want you to stand. Okay, I was like hoping like everyone would stand. Yeah, no pressure. Okay, now everybody can sit back down. Okay, if you have taught a Bible class, I want you to stand. Like little guys, cradle roll, if you were an adult teacher, what I want you to know is that if you're standing right now because you taught a Bible class, you are someone's Elnora. Okay, you just sit down. Okay, and I want you to think about the first time you taught a Bible class. How many of you did not feel comfortable when you started teaching Bible class? I certainly did not. I never, like that first time that you teach a Bible class. By the way, the first time I taught Bible class here at university was when I was a college student. And we were doing a devotional series on Wednesday nights. And I did not feel particularly, fantastic about it. And they split us into small groups, and I was a small group leader. And my small group consisted of me, Sonny and Janetta McNeil. Some of you may not know them, but many of you did. And John and Carol Womack. That was my small group. That's who I was teaching. I was 21 years old. Yeah, Duncan is talking to Carol right now, and I'm sure Carol is like, I've blocked that from my memory. I don't have any memory of that. And I did not feel particularly qualified or prepared to talk to my audience or to teach that class. And I think maybe the reason that David and Bob wanted me to talk to you guys about this is because I've spent the last 20 years as a teacher in the public schools. And how many of you are teachers or have ever been teachers? Okay, how many of you teachers have ever sat through horrible, awful, soul-crushing professional development? It is exactly the same people. It is exactly the same people. So what I wanted to talk to you about is a program that is going to be coming to university at the end of this month. We are going to be hosting Michael Whitworth, who is basically an individual who puts on teaching rocket seminars. And these are seminars which are directed specifically toward Bible class teachers. We had his first session, I believe it was about a year ago. And I remember sitting in that thinking, why have we never thought to do this before, to offer training for Bible class teachers, so you can feel a little bit more prepared for what the specific challenges that a Bible class would have. If you teach a Bible class, or if you think you might teach a Bible class, this is something that you want to go to. A year ago, I remember thinking, this is really good. This is better than about 90% of the in-services that I've sat through as an educator. He really does know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about because he studied it, and he knows what he's talking about because he has taught. And if you are here when this program is going on, I really, really encourage you. I really encourage you to come and to take part in that. I don't think Elnora ever had the chance to do Teaching Rocket, but I think she would be proud that I'm associating her name with it. I think if you take part in this program, it's going to help you be a better Elnora. And I think just really give it some consideration. This is a fantastic program, and it's going to help you be a better teacher and a better minister to the people that are in your classes. So thank you.